Hi guys, it's Jill Blanchett with Green Thumb Stampers. I am here again this week with another version of my Finally Friday. Do not adjust your computer or your phone. You're not watching last week's video. It's just me who looks the same as I did last week because I'm doing up a few in advance before I go out of town. So I'm here. This week is going to be, we have the paper sale going on. So this card I'm going to show you is just a quick layout that is going to use designer series paper. I'll show you how you can jazz it up a little bit from there, but if you need a quick cute card and maybe even multiples of them, this can be your go-to because you'll be amazed how fast it is and how cute it turns out. So stay tuned and I'll be right back. Today we're going to make a card using our designer series paper. It is on sale right now through August 2nd, 2021. And I just wanted to give you guys a quick card that you could do to use. It's going to use mainly the designer paper and you can whip it up in no time. And it's a perfect one if you need more than one card. So you should be able to get like 2, 4, 6 cards maybe out of one sheet of paper. You're going to start with your half sheet of cardstock. Now I'm showing you this using white base. This is something that pretty much everybody's going to have as a staple in your craft space is white cardstock. So I'm starting this card with white cardstock base. Then we have a 4-inch, it's measuring down like to the first layer. So I've got a 4-inch by 5 1/4 inch piece of designer cardstock. And then I'm going to cut off 1 inch. And you could probably cut right again at the same spot and cut another inch. Or if your pattern, if you're one of those that you want to make sure that the pattern's going to match kind of thing, come and cut off 1 inch from the top. You're going to use the opposite sides though, so depends how you put your card together. It might matter, it might not, but for some people's brains, it matters. So then we're going to take these two pieces, 2 strips that we just cut, the 1-inch strips, and you're going to put one side up versus, and then the other side. So you can kind of get a feel for how you want to do it. You can shake it up. You can put it however you would like. Sometimes I was finding when I was mass producing these here a little bit ago, I liked the boldness in the middle, but we'll see. I think this one I'm going to put the stripies on the stripies up, or on these strips. Yep, stripies up here. So then you're just going to stick them down. I do have them 1/4 inch shorter. I like to go this way when I'm doing the top, so I can get a feel for my measuring on each side. You're going to put 1 strip on the top. You're going to put 1 strip on the bottom. Hopefully I'm in my camera. 1 strip on the bottom. You have a 2 1/4 inch by 5 excuse me, 5 1/4 inch strip, and then you're going to glue the larger piece of paper down with the opposite side showing up. Center that on your paper because it should be 1/4 inch shorter than the paper, so that gives you a little bit of a border. And we will stick that down. Like so. And then that's going to stick on the top. So you can stop here. I've punched out a tag that you could stamp a sentiment on and you could be done with it. You could step it up just a smidge. And if you have some ribbon of some sort, tie a ribbon around the card. Like so. Cut the ends. Glue that down. And then pop up your sentiment in the center. And there you have it. Now if you want to go one step further, you can pull in some colored cardstock. If you happen to have some colored cardstock, I'm going to say the first card could be a beginner card, and this one could be like a casual crafter card. Somebody that's got more supplies, a little more invested in what we're doing here. So again, we can cut the papers down. Cut 1 inch off each end. Again, you could cut one right in a row. It's not going to matter. And then you have a 2-inch piece left. Now, if you want to leave a little wiggle room, you could leave this at like 4 1/4 inches wide, and then that leaves you a little bit more space when you cut these down to overlap. Mine get pretty close to taking up all the space because I am putting my stripes right up against the edge. And we're going to glue the... We could leave a little bit of a border. That would take into account the shortness that we cut down for the first layer. So let's take that into account on this one. I'll show you what it's going to look like. I am putting the other side of the paper up this time, if you noticed. And again, tip, make sure that your paper is going in the right direction. If I put it on this way, the flowers will be going the opposite direction. And you might want to aesthetically please your eyes and have them all going in the same direction. So let's put that down there. So now we've got a little tiny bit of border on the top and the bottom along the sides, which, see, now this piece fits in there perfectly, but when we pull in our white layer, and again, you could probably do this in one of the matching cardstock colors if you wanted to. And that would just, you know, jazz it up a little more, take it up another notch. I don't know why I'm not getting this down there, because I'm trying too hard. There we go. And then we can stick that on there, like so. Again, we can wrap a ribbon around, pull in the I found I like my spool on the right so that I can do a left over right and a right over left without the spool getting in the way. And then I don't have to cut the ribbon off the spool yet, just in case I didn't make it exactly the way I wanted it. So I could pull it out and start over. Let's cut this one off. We can put that on there and then put a greeting in the center. Now, if you only have black ink, you can stamp your greeting in black ink. If you have one of the coordinating colors, you could stamp your sentiment in a coordinating color. But there you have it. A couple quick cards using up our designer series paper. This one uses just white cardstock base and layer, and this one I've pulled in the soft succulent color card base just to jazz it up just a little bit. So it's up to you, but here's just a quick use for your designer series paper, and I hope that you are able to find some on the sale and stock up. I will talk to you again next week. Okay, so how fun was that, guys? Go ahead and give those a try and let me know. Post them. Send them to me. Message me, whatever, if you want me to post it for you because you can't post it on my Facebook. I'd love to do that for you. Share our creativity with others. So have a great weekend, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.